Alright, we're going to jump right into this, and it's not too bad. You're going to use a G chord without the 5th string, and you're going to play the 6th string with your thumb, and then index and middle on the 3rd and 2nd string together. And then you're going to play the 6th string, and then 3rd and 2nd string again. And then it's going to switch. You're going to use your thumb on the 6th string, and your index and middle jump up to the 1st and 2nd string, and then you do that again, 6th and 1st and 2nd. So when you put that together, it sounds like this. What's up everyone, Dr. Guitar here. In this video I'm doing a tutorial on the song Angela by the Lumineers. I'll be covering the difficulty, each main section, and at the end I have 3 helpful tips. Don't forget to shred that subscribe button. I rate the overall difficulty of this song a 3.3 out of 10. It's really not too bad. So if we take a look at the left hand, it has a lot of simple chord shapes, like a broken G chord, broken D minor, broken C/G. There is an E minor a little later, but they're all super easy. The tricky part about it is you have to change some fingers in the middle of your chord, and then you're going to have to do a little bit of hammer-ons too. But overall, it's very doable, so for this reason, I give it a 3.5 out of 10. The rhythm of this song is so straightforward. It is 8 notes the entire way, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the whole time, but it goes a little bit faster, so that elevates the difficulty here. So for this reason, I give it a 3 out of 10. The right end of this song is thumb to index and middle, and that just goes back and forth the whole time. Your thumb does have to have some accuracy, and then your index and middle has to have accuracy as well, changing strings. And it kind of can get fatigued after a while because it does this the entire time. So for this reason, I elevate the difficulty a hair, but it's still not too bad, so I give it a 3.5 out of 10. Don't forget to slap a capo on fret 4. And then you're going to switch to a D minor chord. And again, these are kind of broken chords, so you don't need your 2 finger at all. Your thumb moves up to the 4th string bass, and your index and middle stay in the top 2 strings, and you play the 4th string, index middle, 4th string, index middle, 4th string, index middle, and on the 4th time you take your 1st finger off, so the 4th string, and then the 1st string open, like this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go to a C/G chord. And I see a lot of tabs out there saying this is a standard C chord, but the bass note is actually a G, which is the 3rd fret of the 6th string. So you're going to do the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and then your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And this is kind of like a broken C/G chord. So you do the thumb on the 6th string, and then index and middle on the 3rd and 2nd. So you do this for a full measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the second measure, it's going to change here a little bit. You're going to have to do a little bit of left hand pattern here. So you'll do 2 more beats, 1 and 2. So that's thumb, index, middle, thumb. And then you're going to have to play the 4th string open, hammer on fret 2, play the 3rd string open, and then play the 6th string and then 3rd string again. Like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. When you put the C/G measures together, it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So when you put it all together very slow, it sounds like this. G chord, inner strings, top strings, D minor, open C/G for a measure, then our hammer-ons. Intro would repeat that exact same pattern, except take out the hammer-ons at the end. So that C/G would not have the hammer-ons, and you would just continue on as normal for 2 measures like this. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, and 3, and 4. And... So the full intro sounds like this. Let's look at the verse here. So it's very straightforward. We're going to have the same chords, G, and you'll do the top strings for a full measure. So the index and middle on the first 2 strings, 1 and 2 and 3 and then you're going to switch to our D minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And on the last note, you play open, and then we go to our C/G chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for 2 measures, and your index and middle are on the 3rd and 2nd string like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the verse just repeats that, so it does this twice in a row. G, D minor, C/G. Repeat. G, D minor, C/G. Moving on to the chorus, the chord changes a little bit in the middle of this pattern. We're going to take a look at it. The G chord is the same with their index and middle on the top strings, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then our D minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and with their last note open, and then our C/G chord for a measure, index middle on the inner strings, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you're going to switch to an A minor, and your thumb will go to the 5th string and index and middle on the same 3rd and 2nd string, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So when you put that first half of the chorus together, it sounds like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and D minor, C/G, A minor. Then the second half of the chorus is the same as the beginning of the intro, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 4 1 2. So when you put the entire chorus together, it sounds like this: G, 2 3 4, D minor, C/G, A minor, back to G, D minor, stay on C/G, hammer-ons. The bridge is a little different, so you're going to have our G chord here, and this is nice. You don't even need your pinky at all. You just need your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. You're going to play the 6th string, then the 3rd and 2nd open for a measure and a half, which is 4 beats and then 2 beats like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then you're going to switch to an actual C chord this time. You don't need your 2 finger, and you'll put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string and your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and that's all you'll need here. You'll play the 5th string, then index and middle, 5th string, index and middle on the 3rd and 2nd string here. And then this is going to lead us to an E minor, and it's nice because you don't even need your left hand here at all. It's all open strings. You'll do the 6th string and then the 3rd and 2nd open for 2 measures like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the bridge sounds like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and C, E minor, 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 again, 1 2 3 4 1 2 C chord, E minor, 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. The first tip I have for this song is to practice the left hand strumming the chords. Get better at these chord changes because they can still be a little tricky in the beginning sometimes. So get better at just strumming this and getting to a D minor in time. So G to D minor. Why don't you do 4 strums each and get better at that transition. And once you feel a little bit better at that, then try the next chord combination. Go from a D minor to C/G and just strum it. Once you feel comfortable changing all 3 chord shapes, just strumming, then try to add in the finger style. The second tip I have is to try doing this without the left hand and just practice these open strings. So I have the intro here with open strings. It sounds really weird, but if you can get that down, it's going to help you significantly. And then when you add in the left hand, it's going to be a lot easier. The third tip I have is to practice your scales. Even though this song does not have any scales in it, it actually helps develop their finger strength. So when you have these stretches and chords, your fingers have the independence and dexterity to do it. I have tabs and scales all over my Patreon. You should go check it out if you want to increase your level of playing. Please smash that subscribe button. Please like, please share, Please comment. Please do what you can. It really helps, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. And I also take requests, so if there's a song out there you want me to do, I'll make a tutorial. Thanks for watching.